Okay, it is week 2, start of prep. This is the first video I know I've made in a while in terms of vlogging and stuff, but I'm sorry, I've completely forgot to record about YouTube, and with you with school and everything like that, it gets kind of difficult to try and remember and then fit it all in, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is the start of 2026. We're going to be consistent with YouTube. We're growing, right? And yeah, so this is week 2. We're 6 weeks out, and yeah, as you can tell, I'm a little bit ill. I'm a little bit nasally and stuff like that. But I kind of have a rule that any symptoms above the neck, I maybe can go to the gym. Anything below the neck, absolutely not. Stay off, because that's just going to ruin your nervous system. But while I am at the gym with the symptoms above my neck, I've got to be careful. I can't stick to numbers. I've got to go purely based on feels. So today it might be, I've got a top set of 5. I'm working up with 3 sets, so 5, 5, 5, and then my top set might be flipping 160 for all I know. So I mean, obviously the goal is like 190 to 200 for a set of 5, but I highly doubt it's gonna happen. I'm gonna go in there, warm up, get everything ready as usual, go hard, but if my body's telling me no, don't do that, then I'm not gonna do that. And then we've got a couple accessories. We've got Bulgarians, ham curls, adductor, abductor, SBD, etc. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys on the way to the gym. And I've been sort of like keeping close attention to my sleep and my nutrition, given that I am a little bit ill. I've got creatine, electrolytes back there, have a protein shake after the gym, and behind the camera I have a naked shake, which has tons of vitamins and just blended superfoods in there, so I can recover better. I will also have some turmeric, because that is good for you when you're ill. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the way to the gym. Okay, I forgot my tripod, so you guys can see some goofy angles today. But on the way to the gym, I can never tell whenever I'm ill or feeling, like tired, a little bit off, whether or not I feel absolutely disgusting or whether or not I feel so prime and ready to lift. I can never tell until I get in there. So, like I said, we're going off field. Well, I feel good right now. So, hopefully we're able to shoot for the target for today. But if not, we'll do, 170, 180, whatever we need to do to get that RP, get that weight in. So, yeah. I will see you guys in there. I'm trying to get in the mood. There's some music, walking down, and yeah, trying not to slip. Last warm up, the goal was 200, but then I ended up doing 195 because I didn't want to just absolutely obliterate my nervous system. But I had to call the workout short because there you go. Sorry, there was wind, so I had to keep my hood up to stop it muffling. Had to cut the workout short because of my chest started to hurt a little bit, not my actual muscle, but like my heart. And because I'm ill, I'm not pushing that, because you can experience heart problems when you're ill and you train very hard to, not trying to do all that, especially a couple weeks out from a competition. So, God, literally everything gets me out of breath now. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm gonna meet up with some friends and then see you back on the way to the house. Okay, good. Don't know if you guys can see like the extent of the sweat right now. But my God, I'm boiling for a reason as well, because I spent quite a long time walking home, and because I'm ill, I don't want to be cold for too long, so I'm kind of compensating by being in a warm bath for quite a while. I'm going to get out very soon because, God, I'm just going to keep getting more and more dehydrated. It's kind of that balance between, your muscles got to relax, but at the same time, you don't want to let yourself get too dehydrated. So I'm gonna get out soon, and I'm gonna make some food. I've got to have a shower first to get the sweat off, because you can kind of see it. It's pretty diabolical. literally dripping. So yeah, we're gonna make a meal and then start getting ready for bed. We're gonna do a little bit of mobility, just try and keep warm as well, and then get a solid, good quality 9 hours of sleep. So yeah, I will see you once I'm out the bath and had a shower and in the kitchen ready to make a meal. So yeah, see you then. Okay, we are now in the living room and oh my god, my eyes look red. I know my nose is a little bit sniffly, but we have what's this? Mashed potato, cheese on top, and then some chicken. Should be dead tasty, and I'm gonna absolutely smash this down. We also got a glass of milk, and we're gonna watch some YouTube to down this meal real quick. Anyways, the point of this video: how to use temperature to your own usage. So, like I said, there is this kind of temperature, so there's consumption, and then there's also exposure. So I'm gonna dive into that. In terms of consumption, like I said, the tea, hot chocolate, anything that like dulls you down, gets you tired, anything like that, you can use that to your advantage for sleep quality, and to help you get to sleep. So that might increase your hours of sleep as well, which is good. And then you can also use cold drinks on the way to the gym, such as like I always put electrolytes in like ice cold water. Exposure for sleep, you can put a fan on, or you can open your window, somehow make your room colder. That can make it easier to sleep. And when you want to wake up, I suppose, just get warm before bed. You can also get in a warm shower. That might help you relax, calm down. But then there's also the idea of ice baths, which you can use for, you can either use it for immediate recovery, which is where you literally use it within 6 to 8 hours of your training. You can use it earlier than that, no later than 8 hours, I would say. But you can call it like the first wave of like lactic acid, and you can get rid of that, and that will take a big chunk out of your recovery, and you'll be able to recover very fast from that. You can also do the morning after, which is what I do, which is where you get like, the vast majority of the hypertrophy is still effective, but you take away that like last little bit of lactic acid, you let yourself recover that last little bit, and then you can get ready just in time for your next session, and it gives you that little edge. It's like that little 10%. It's not going to do the world for you if you're not utilizing nutrition and sleep properly, but if you are, then I'd recommend trying it out, because that could give you that little edge on top of it. And at the end of the day, you don't win by 100%, 50%, you win by 1%. You might literally win by like 1 goal, 1 point. And then what I call the second wave is that taking away that big chunk, that smaller chunk of lactic acid, and letting your body recover in a little bit less time. But it's still obviously take you about a day or two, maybe even 3 days, depending on the intensity of your training, to recover. And then the very last thing is contrast therapy. So for contrast therapy, it's basically where you go from either ice packs to heated packs, like a thermal, what do you call like a thermal sack thing, like a hot pack, a hot water bottle, and you go from a hot water bottle to an ice pack, or you go from a warm body of water to a cold body of water, or a hot shower to a cold shower. But just make sure it's proportional, so heating and cooling your body down at the same thing. So if you're doing a shower, stick to a shower. If you're doing a bath, stick to a bath. If you're doing ice packs, stick to hot water bags as well. So yeah, make sure you're doing something like that, and spend about probably 3 to 5 minutes in each temperature, so extreme hot, extreme cold, and make sure you're warming and cooling your body down every single time, because if you're just comfortable in it, then it's not really going to do anything, is it? But also make sure for the hot water that you don't just get the satisfaction of heating up and stuff, but you make sure you're actually warm, like internally warm, to the point where you maybe start sweating a little bit, and then you get back in the ice, and then you put the ice packs back on, because that's how you get better. So for sure. Anyways, I think I've covered most of that for the video. If you guys want a more in-depth explanation, let me know down in the comments, and I can tell you the science behind all of these. Otherwise, look them up. But if you want me to explain them, I'd be very happy to. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is the start of prep, and I'll keep you guys updated going into the heavier weeks and heavier blocks. We're gonna, try some new gyms out, try some new equipment out, etc. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll see you guys in the next one.